Well, Coach, that's a big one. SMU comes in here. It's going to be a good team. You guys figure out a way to get the W. Just talk about what you saw out there.
Yeah. First of all, we beat a really, really good team tonight and a really well-coached team, and they're tough. And, that first half, I was really proud of the way our guys came out and responded to we played Monday night, we traveled, we got back here, and, they responded great yesterday and then today, and, played probably the best half of basketball we played this year for sure. And, then the wheels kind of came off a little bit in the second half, and we, they seemed to regroup and put them back on just enough and held them off.
Chandler says he doesn't think he played very well tonight, but had 21 and 7. Talk about just the change in him from last year to this year. It's as big as I've ever seen in a player.
Yeah, and I credit my staff. I mean, he and Phil have been doing a lot together, and Phil's really helped him with his mindset of how to be more in attack, and how to be that guy that has the toughness to do what he's doing, and because it takes a lot of toughness. I mean, you can't go in and finish soft against those guys. That's not gonna work. And he went in there and got some stuff done. And so, and I credit Chandler's his hard work's paying off for him. He's grown up, and he's being a leader, and he's a guy you can hang your hat on.
You guys were up 14, I think, at Oregon. You guys were up 20 at halftime in this one. The one at Oregon slipped away. This one got a little bit dicey. Was there?
This one didn't slip away.
What? Yes.
We won this game. So it was a great finish, and when you play good teams, that's what they're going to respond. I mean, good teams don't get beat by 30. Oregon's a Pac. They're picked to win the Pac-12. I mean, they're a really good basketball team. That team we played tonight is a really good basketball team. If somebody thought that they were going to pack up and leave at halftime, then they haven't watched enough basketball because that's a good basketball team, and they're going to win a lot of games.
It seemed like a spot where some teams might have a letdown tonight after coming so close the other night and having to come back 48 hours later. But what does that say about your guys with how they came out in that first half?
I think it says a ton about them, and to respond that way, and you could have dropped your head, you could have felt sorry for yourself, and all the different responses. You had to come back, no sleep, go to class, do that part of it, which is really important, and then prepare in one day and play a really good basketball team, and they came out like they did. I was really, really proud of them.
We talked with Coach Jankovic this morning, and how appreciative are you that they accepted the challenge to come here?
Absolutely.
And do you ever think you're going to get another team like this?
Well,
here?
If you look at the big picture, I think that hopefully, and I think we can be a good basketball team. I know they're going to be a good basketball team. So win or lose, it helps you. I mean, look at Oregon last year. We beat them here. They ended up being a #1 seed. So a credit to Tim for playing these games. I mean, he didn't have to do this, and he took this team out on the road and played a game like this. And it's going to make them better. And they're going to, like I said, he's a terrific coach, and they're going to win a lot of games. And I expect really, really big things out of SMU. But again, I'm grateful that he came in and did it. I mean, I'm a little disappointed we didn't have 10,000 people here. You had SMU coming in, and you saw a great college basketball game tonight. So that's probably one of the things I was a little disappointed in.
Coach James said that this stretch of games, the Oregon game, this one, and then your upcoming road trip, prepares a team for tournament time at the end of your conference tournament and beyond. Now that you're halfway through this stretch, how do you get your young team that's not long been through this into ready and prepared for a stretch of games?
Oh, it's going to be a challenge. I mean, now we got to fly to Indiana and play a great basketball program, and they have a terrific coach, and it'll be a good atmosphere, I'm sure, and we'll have to play a great game. I mean, you go on the road in Division I basketball, and it's tough. And I mean, SMU tonight, Indiana goes into wherever they lost, Fort Wayne was in. I mean, it's just really hard to win college basketball games on the road. One of the hardest things to do in sports. And so we have to have the right mindset for this trip. And if we don't, we're going to be in trouble. So we got to have a sense of urgency. We got to attack the travel, and we got to, play our best basketball on Saturday.
Well, back to Hutchinson for a second. I mean, I know we talked a lot about his improvement, but I mean, here he is. You're letting him dribble the shot clock down and kind of be the guy that's once the ball they were driving, hit a couple back-to-back big huge shots there in the final couple minutes. And and how do you really describe the type of player and the type of differences we're seeing from the last 2 years and what we're seeing?
Well, it's sometimes you can't predict or you can't force the maturation process, and sometimes it's done out of necessity. And I think with this team, he had to become this, and he was making big progress. When we went to Costa Rica, we saw, I was like, God, he's so close. And like I said, I credit Chandler and, my staff's done a great job. And like I said, he and Phil have really developed a great relationship, and I think he's really helping him with that development. And, I know he's helping him with it. And he's helping him. So much of it is the mindset of how you attack it, how you approach it, how you have a seriousness to your work ethic, and that's what we're seeing.
Is confidence a big deal for him too?
Oh, absolutely. Confidence is always a big deal for every single player. You can't play the game of basketball without confidence, especially if you're shooting shots. And but you get confidence by your hard work and by doing the right things, and that's what he's earned that confidence.
And how big when Paris went out? I guess how tough was that stretch? Because that's when SMU
that was like, are you kidding me? We've had 2 of those this year where they disappear and they have to go get stitches. And we got tough kids though. They came back and they're junkyard dogs. They get bit in the face and bleed and come back with headbands, and they go in and make plays.
What does it say about your team when you have Duncan, who has a slow night tonight, still able to get a win against a quality opponent, and kind
Huge.
of against Oregon, with Hutchinson struggled a bit, but you're still able to keep it close.
Right, and it's big signs for our team. And we're still learning a lot about ourselves, and we're getting better though. That's the biggest thing is, we have goals and aspirations for this team come January, February, and we have to get a lot better. And we have to get a lot better every time we get together. That's what we tell these guys, and it seems like they're doing that.
We talk about Hutch near the end of the game and just kind of embracing that role, being the closer and finishing, and whether finishing or getting to the foul and whatever it was. How important is it that somebody steps up and kind of accepts that role that we saw Derek Marks play for so long here, and he made this team pretty good. And how important is confidence in that role too?
It's huge. You have to have it, and you have to have the confidence of the coaches, and we give him that, and he's good enough to go make plays. And so that's what you're seeing him do. But I'm just really proud of him. I'm really proud of our team, the way we're coming together as a team and responding. The bench was great, lifting everybody up, and we're making progress. We have to continue to grow.
Do you ever look over at Justinian and you think that this is his 7th college game that he played tonight, but it seems like he just kind of belongs, and one's never too big, and he had a couple big shots from there, making runs tonight.
He did. Big 3 from the corner in the second half, and he's just doing a great job. I love his even keel, his mental approach, his toughness. He's a tough kid too. He's putting in the time, and a guy like that works and has that work ethic plus the toughness plus the skill. Sky's the limit for how good he's going to become.
Sooner or later, you knew the shots were going to fall for James, but
Yeah.
then they go tonight. Talk about the dynamic he adds to your team when he
No
can really
question.
get going.
And that's what we knew we were getting. He stepped up his toughness too. He made some scrap plays and went and got rebounds for us, and big rebounds tonight when we needed them against a team that they're one of the best rebounding teams you'll see in college basketball. They're plus 13 coming in, and believe me, we tried to rebound with them, and they pasted us on the glass. And I don't know how many times we've been beaten by 13 on the boards since we've been here. We take a lot of pride in it, but they cleaned our clocks on the boards. So James, we knew, that's the thing I told him, is as a shooter, his numbers are going to correct. I said, you got a lot of makes coming because, the numbers weren't what they were, what they needed to be, and they weren't living up to the kind of shooter that he is. So I knew they'd correct, and I gave him, told him, hey, keep letting it fly. It'll start going in, and he just shot it a little more aggressively.
They didn't make their first 3 till like 20 seconds left in the game. You guys had 10 steals tonight too. I mean, where do you think defensively this team's at right now?
I think we're getting there. Yeah, I think we get a little fatigue sometimes, just like any other team does, and make some mistakes. But I think game by game we're improving, and we are doing some good things defensively, and we played 2 pretty explosive offensive teams and did some nice things. in the last 2 games.
You called these guys just a second ago junkyard dogs.
Yeah.
Is that something you expected out of this group
Yeah,
at the end of the season?
it's something that is gradually starting to become our identity. Maybe it's who we have to be. I mean, for us to be good, we can't just be a skilled 3-point shooting team. We have to be able to dig down and guard, and we have to be able to make each other better defensively and be in the gaps and get all those 50-50 balls and do it like Robin did, diving on the floor. That's the kind of dogs we have to be.
Wacker obviously started tonight, only played 4 minutes though. Robin and Zach kind of pick up the slack there. Just can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about those 3 bigs. I think night in, night out, some of it sometimes is based on matchups. Some of it is just based on one guy might be better offensively, one guy might be better against physical guys, one guy, it just depends. And then foul trouble dictated some things where we went 2 bigs tonight with Haney and Smooth. And so, I think having 3 of them keeps lifting each other up because they have to keep raising the bar if they want to play and contribute to this team. And they all want to do it. And they all have great teammates. They all want to help. But, they got to keep raising the bar.